Hi everybody, my name is John Cadieux and they call me the Beef Boss, and I'm the thriller on the griller. And I'm here for Tender Meat Poland to show you the beef brief. Everything you need to know about cooking a steak in less than 3 minutes. Let's go! On this episode of the Beef in Brief, we're going to talk about one of my favorite cuts, probably the last cut I'll ever eat in my life, the tomahawk, the big fat bone-in ribeye with a big long bone. Really, everybody's talking about this right now because it looks so great when you bring it at home and you serve that on a platter to all your friends. People will go crazy for it. It's really got amazing tenderness. You see all this beautiful marbling? That comes from exceptional feed, exceptional care, and exceptional attention to all the life of the animal. And that's what we have when we have a great product. We have an ultra consistent product. As a restaurateur or as a home cook, it's really important that every piece of beef I buy is the same piece of beef or very, very similar in nature to the last one. And that's why I always choose US beef. Now, let me get this ready for you. It's ready. That's all you need to do. It's already come pre-cut, pre-portioned, and ready to go. Now, a lot of us at home, we're gonna use something like this. This is a probe, so you stick this in the middle of your meat, so you make sure you always reach that optimal temperature. Make sure that you take this out of the fridge for a steak this big, about an hour before you cook it, because you don't wanna have a cold middle, because if you cook it on the grill, you'll have a reading that is like very, very cold, and then the outside will be overcooked and the inside will still be cold. So we always take this out of the fridge for about an hour and just let it sit at room temperature. Don't put it in front of the sun, don't leave it outside, just leave it in your kitchen and make sure it just warms up just so it's about room temperature. Now, you can add all kinds of seasonings you want to this, but because we have all this amazing flavor that's been developed through the feeding of beautiful corn and grain and all that beautiful grass all over the United States, we have so much flavor. So all we need is a little bit of neutral oil, like a vegetable oil or a canola oil. Very, very simple. I don't oil my grill, I oil the meat. If you oil your grill, you get a lot of smoke, a lot of fire. So all I do is just rub that in there. And then I put a little bit of salt. Now I put a lot of salt because this big boy is gonna be on the grill for about 35-40 minutes. And it doesn't matter if you're cooking it with charcoal or in a pan or on a gas grill like this, the same fundamentals are true. I like to turn my beef, so you'll see me when I'm cooking on the grill, I'm gonna turn my beef very often. And what I'm doing there is I'm driving all those juices right in the middle so that when I finish it, I'm gonna let it rest for about 15-20 minutes afterwards, but I have amazing juices and let that muscle really, really relax. Because when we cook it, we make it very, very tight, and then we want that beef to relax. We wanna sit around, have a drink with our friends, and enjoy it. Remember, fellas, and ladies out there, we're cavemen. All we want to do is roast meat with our friends on an open fire. There is nothing better than sitting around with your friends and roasting a big giant piece of meat. That's what I really love to do. We have a great grill going here. It's already preheated. Never put your beef on a cold grill because it'll stick badly. But we want to have, see all that beautiful smoke in there? That is so nice. We got all that heat. Now here's a little trick that I use after being sitting around with a couple of my friends and having a beer. If we close this oven completely, we almost get a little bit of an oven. And I don't want it in an oven, I want it in a barbecue. So what I do is I use my old beer can and I put it right in the corner. And that just lets a little bit of air in there, gets a little bit hotter, and allows me to sort of get that heat and build up all that flavor. And again, like I said, I'm gonna be moving this beef around all the time because I really love color. Because we've fed this animal a very, very high energy diet, you see these lines here right in the middle? That's called the Maillard reaction. And that's the caramelization of carbohydrates and amino acids that are present in that meat. I'm not gonna cook like a lot of chefs maybe, they're gonna do those fancy lines in the middle of the steak. I don't cook like that. I cook for color, I cook for flavor. That's all I worry about. How to make the best. I don't want it to look good, I want it to taste great. Of course it's gonna look good because I'm cooking it and I look good cooking this steak. But we're just gonna keep that steak moving around. And that'll take about half an hour. So sit around with your friends, get a great piece of meat, enjoy the time you have. Talk about the story of this beef, where this beef came from. This beef was living out on the grasslands, eating its way for about just under 2 years, just having a grand old time. And when cattle do this, they have what's known as, they're super relaxed. See those lines there? They're nice right now, but we're not going to worry about the lines too much. And you see I'm always moving my meat around because I want to build up that flavor and build up that reaction, all those sugars. So like I said, we want to sit around, we want to think about where this beef comes from, because we want to pay really a lot of respect to this meat, because it's a great piece of meat. They spent a lot of time and energy trying to get it very, very comfortable and very, very happy, because you don't get marbling without a happy animal. And that's what's really key. That's what makes really the American system almost a perfect system. The higher the amount of fat, the flavor that we get, the better the price that the farmer will get. So it's actually in the interest of that farmer rancher who's raising those cattle with his family around him. 85 to 91% of all farms in the United States are family run. And what they do is they make sure these are the happiest, safest, and most content cattle they can have, because more marbling equals more flavor, equals more money. So it's almost a perfect system. It's designed to create happy, healthy, and very, very vibrant animals. We're gonna keep on turning this, and we're gonna move it around the grill. Now, I will close it for a bit because I want to keep all that heat in there. I don't want it to open. I don't want to leave it open all the time, especially if it's windy outside. You got to be real, real careful you don't leave this open, because you'll lose all your heat. So look at all that beautiful fire. Look at that beautiful color. We're starting to build up some beautiful reaction there, some color. But like I said, when it's windy outside, if all that air, all that heat is leaving, just close it down for a bit, build that heat back up, build that color, and keep it moving. Sit down with your friends and have a drink and enjoy it. This is what cooking meat is all about. Sitting around with friends, enjoying it, and getting your juices flowing and really enjoying the experience. We don't say to have beef every day, but when you're gonna pick beef, we really appreciate it if you pick US beef and have a great steak and really, really enjoy it. And spend that time really thinking about it and cooking it the proper way, maximizing our color with lots and lots of heat, and paying respect. Look at that color. We're already building up an amazing crust. And like I said, in about 30, 45 minutes, this steak will be absolutely amazing. Now you see this amazing color that we're starting to build up now. We're gonna keep that moving, we're gonna keep that moving around. And like I said earlier, we have these great tools and instruments that'll tell you exactly how you want your steak to be. Whatever temperature you want, you just plug it in there, stick it in there, it'll tell you exactly when it's done. Another really great trick that I learned a long time ago is just open your hand up and go, look, that right there, open palm, right in the meaty part, that's a rare steak. And then if I touch my first finger, that feels like a medium rare steak to me. Then we have a medium steak with our middle finger, almost medium well, and then well done. When I'm pushing that together, you see all that muscles become super, super tight. So when you see all those chefs in the restaurant going, bah, 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 that's what we're doing. We're just testing how that meat feels to us. We're looking at it, we're thinking about it, and that's what it's all about. It's about making a steak how you like it, and that's what's most important. Don't cook it the way somebody tells it you do it. Cook it the way you feel like it, the way you like it the best. I like it just about medium, medium rare, medium, just so all those juices, all that marbling has come throughout the meat and made a really, really amazing steak. All right, now, the king of steaks, the tomahawk. Look at that color, look at that. You know, when you serve this to your guests, it's guaranteed to blow everybody away. Every single person at the table will go crazy when they see that. Like I always say, everything is better with a little bit of butter. We've rested this now. It cooked this took us about 45 minutes. Then we rested it for about just over 15 minutes. And now, oh my God, it looks so good. Look at that big bone. You know who's gonna be eating this later? That'll be me. That'll be me every single time. We have a couple of different, we have the 3 mussels. Let's just do that separately. It'll be just so much fun. But wait till you see this. Wait till you see this. Oh my God, it is just so perfect. Oh my God, ooh-wee. It's hot, it's juicy. Look at that, holy. Oh my God, it looks so good. Look at that. That is what you call just about perfect beef. They don't call me the beef boss for nothing. Because when I cook the beef, it knows who's boss, baby. That's the boss, the beef boss, right? Oh my God, look at that. Perfect all the way through, using our cutting technique, slicing it with the grain, our cooking, turn, driving those juices. Look at that, look at that. After all that time, still super fantastic. You can even put it up like that with some roasted garlic. Boom, look at that. And then, you know, everything needs, oh my God, that is so good. That looks, I'm so excited, my mouth is watering. Boom, a little bit of salt, a little fresh pepper. Like I said, I wish one day we have smell-o-vision for this, so you can smell what I'm smelling. Beef, char, flavor, just an amazing, amazing piece of beef. My friends, if you have the time, if you have the opportunity, cook an American tomahawk, enjoy every last minute of it, share with the people you love, and be good to each other. This is the Beef Boss, signing off. The beef in brief. Let's get it on.